Where can I stand so that you can see me too? Here. All right. So first things first, we have a schedule for today. And the first thing on the schedule is the schedule. Just a reminder, today's our last class. In about 15 minutes, I'll get to say goodbye to you. And you'll say goodbye to me, and then we'll only communicate by email. Secondly, I have graded some of the outlines, not all of them. You'll be getting them back with comments tomorrow morning. If you still haven't turned in your outline, and you can still get credit if you turn it in after tomorrow morning. I'm going to start grading them at like 9. So as long as they're in before then, I'll be able to give you some feedback on them. If, however, it comes in later than that, I'm not going to have time because I get papers from one of my other classes this week, or I guess tomorrow. And so that's what I will be spending the weekend doing. And then next week, I will start dealing with other things I have to grade. So basically, if you want feedback on your outline before you get to it, I need it tomorrow. Otherwise, you can still turn it in late. I'll take off 10 points for lateness, but other than that, you'll still get 90% of the credit. Then a week from tomorrow, Friday the 17th, that's the date the paper is officially due. It's also, if you want comments on the final paper, it is when you need to turn the thing in by. Basically, if you turn it in for any reason after this, even if it's an emergency, I'm just not going to have time to give you feedback on it. So if you want feedback on the final copy, I need it by the end of the day on the 17th. Now, Tuesday the 20th, is it the 21st or the 22nd is the Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday the 21st. Yeah, the end of day. If this isn't the same, I'm pretty sure this is the same number I gave when I talked in class. But basically, this is a hard deadline for all work, where basically, if you need an extension on your final paper, I will be able to give it to you until the 21st pretty easily. Then, after that, if you have an emergency or something like that, you can email me and be like, hey, professor, I need a couple more days. But basically, by the time Christmas rolls around, I am going to turn in grades before Christmas. So if there are any issues, basically, there's a grade platform where I can put everything in easily. And once that closes, it's very difficult to change grades. And I like to have a couple days of wiggle room in case something goes wrong. So basically, I'm not going to be grading on Christmas. I'm not going to be grading on Christmas Eve. So basically, this is going to give me enough time to grade everything where everyone brings it in. Again, if you have a family member get very sick or you get sick and you need another couple days after that, I'm able to do it. But generally speaking, this is a hard deadline. Also, if for some reason you can't turn it in on the 17th, shoot me an email and be like, hey, professor, I need another couple days. Any questions on any of that schedule stuff? Either you, Kayla, or any of the 9 of you who are there computerally. Any questions at all? I will be near my email all forever. So, because, you know, we live in the modern world and you can't escape it ever. All right. If there are no questions at all, second thing on my list. Again, just evaluate me if you can. I will be sending out this email, I promise, only one more time, asking you to evaluate me. Lastly, are there any questions on the papers at all? General questions. If you have any more specific questions for your own paper, feel free to email me directly. But if you have any general questions at all,
Yeah,
Jaleel, or
question.
Yeah.
Just for clarification, we're allowed to use articles as sources if I keep
Absolutely, 100%. You're allowed to use anything you want as a source.
Thank you.
You can use videos, anything. Any other questions on the paper? And I'm not expecting there to be any. I just wanted to give you all a form if you wanted it. All right, that finishes our first board of stuff. Next one. Thank you all for what turned out, I think, for all of us to be a truly exhausting semester. Congratulations on sticking through to the end. Hopefully we get back into the swing of things and it gets a little bit easier to do school again after the weird year-long online world. But you should all pat yourselves on the back for simply surviving, because this is, again, not been an easy semester for anyone. That's all I want to say on that. Thank you all for being a great class. It was, again, as much of a pleasure as it could be for all of us, I think, given how much exhaustion and stress we had. Thank you all for showing up, being great. That's all I want to say on that front. Good luck with your finals, everyone. I know that some people you will be having to come into the school and take your little final in an empty room. Good luck with them. If you have any, again, I'm going to be quite lenient with the extension. So if something comes up with a final and you need another day or two on your paper for this class, just let me know. I don't know how many of you will get to appreciate break, how many of you will be working during it or whatnot, but once we get to break, enjoy it. And lastly, the last thing on my list is bye. So I've got nothing else I want to say right now. Does anyone have anything else? The main thing I wanted to talk about today was just make sure we were all on the same page with the schedule. Anyone have any last questions, comments, concerns, feelings, anything? All right. In that case, I just emailed everyone who came in late. Yes, those of you who I've had before as well, thank you all for coming back. Those of you who I've never had before, hopefully I see you again in the future. Have a great break. Best of luck with finals. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, feel free to shoot me an email at any point. All right, I'm going to stop the recording, stop the reading. Thank you all for being great. Yes, no, Kevin, you've already taken my only other class that I'm teaching right now, unfortunately. If I will, however, reach out if you want me to, if I teach something else, but as of right now, spring is just another section of this, another section of philosophy and psychology. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.